What you just heard was a technique called thumping. It's pretty similar to slap style with one key difference. It doesn't usually incorporate high string plucks. It's more of a single line rhythm technique. Now I'll show you the technique from the single thump to the sextuple thump and how to practice. And we start right now. The basics of thumping all begin with a thumb. You want the tip of your thumb pretty close to 90 degrees out. The motion begins with the wrist. As you twist it, your thumb should go up and down in a nice arc. The pick shouldn't be in your hand right now. You can put it in your mouth, or you can throw it directly in the dryer where all picks must go on their journey in life. The single thump. There's two different kinds. The first kind is the slap style, like a bass player, where you basically bounce your thumb off the string. Notice the slight sliding motion up. This is to make sure the tip of your thumb hits that string for a cleaner sound. The second single thump technique is what's used to chain the other thumps. Basically, it's the same as the first, except instead of bouncing it up, you hit the string and slide it up and let it just stick there. And that way it's more like a downstroke. Here's an exercise to practice a single thump. I recommend practicing it with palm mutes in between. Next, we have the double thump. This motion incorporates the second type of thump, where you hit the string and you let your thumb sit there, except this time you upstroke with that thumb. So you should get 2 successive thumps in a row. Here's a second exercise to practice that. I recommend the palm muting version of each exercise, like I show here. Next, we have the triple thump, which is just the addition of the index finger. Here's exercises for that. Next is a quadruple thump, where you add your middle finger to get 4 notes in a row. This is basically the minimum amount of techniques that you need to be able to sequence any sort of time signature or subdivision. If you want to have a quintuple thump, just add the thumb at the end of the quadruple thump. Otherwise, the quintuple thump can be executed by adding the ring finger to it. For the sextuple thump and beyond, you can either add 2 different types of thumps to get you to whatever number you want, or you can use the hammer-on technique. Whenever you hammer on before you execute a thump, basically you just add another note. This is a little bit harder to do with palm muting, but the version that I found that works okay with palm muting, basically you mute the strings, but you pull on the strings with one of your fingers. It's kind of hard to hear and the pickups don't pick it up that well, but it is one way to get the muted sound. Otherwise, hammering on 1, 2, 3 notes and then doing any number of thumps will get you to whatever number you desire. If you know what accents you want on some subdivision, like let's say you're doing a subdivision of 9, you want accents on 1, 3, and 5, well, just hit a double, and then you would hit another double, and then you would hit a quadruple after that. So basically that gets you to your number, and then you can play with the accents for whatever song you're writing. After a while, you can see how crazy this can get, basically sequencing a bunch of the different thumps together to make different patterns and different accents. Things get even cooler once you incorporate the high string plucks of slap bass, which I'll probably include in a different lesson. I have an 8 string, so I would practice this exercise on the 8, 7, 6, and 5th string. If you don't have an 8 string, just practice it on the 6th and 5th string. This gives you a pretty good amount of variety of bass notes that you can play with. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment so the algorithm can see it and push it up to the top so I can keep making great content like this for y'all. Alright, now go play.